It is with a heavy heart that I, Gavin Knox, hereby submit my resignation from the Ecofascist Party of America. I don't know how I can seriously consider myself a vegan totalitarian if I could not even recognize that plants were the right deck to play during Crossroads of Chaos. And there it is, I'm exposed. I'm bad at Yu-Gi-Oh! And Ecology. Hey there, my Amazoness archers. Happy Bad End Week 2, everyone. Those of you that are still here, I don't know why you are. I neither did anything evil nor fun last week, and so thanks for sticking around. The vegan that can't find the plant deck, that's like the cement mixer that can't find the rock deck. Well, this isn't fun, so let's hear from me in the past. Alright, shut up. Shut up. Now listen, two of my very favorite cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Were printed in Crossroads of Chaos, and if I don't pull one of them, I am going to throw a temper tantrum. Not exactly. So the two cards are Black Garden and Plague Spreader Zombie. Now, Plague Spreader Zombie is an ultra rare. I can understand if we don't pull it. But Black Garden is a super. Like, come on, you can give me Black Garden, game, can't you please? Alright, here we go. Black Garden. No. Okay. Plague Spreader Zombie. No. The World Tree? Plants? Okay. Black Garden. No. Psychic Jumper is a creature swap. Creature swap is one of our favorite cards of all game time. Of all game time. Black Garden! No. Nothing here. Alright, next one. Plague Spreader! Black Garden! Okay. Plague Spreader Zombie! Black Garden! Morphtronic Boombox? Plague Spreader Zombie! Okay, for this one for sure, Black Garden. Goes in Match is a classic DM Gavin card. Okay, but for real now, Plague Spreader. Okay, we're halfway through. Black Garden. Goes in Match, Second World Tree. Psychic Jumper. I think we have the playset now. Okay, Black Garden. Next. Plague Spreader. Goes in Match. Not unhappy to see it. Black Garden. Plague Spreader. Black Garden. Miracle Fertilizer is a plant card that I played when I was a child in my plant deck with Nettles. Plague Spreader Zombie. Black Garden. Plague Spreader. Black Garden. Plague Spreader. What am I looking at? Black Rose Dragon. Black Rose. Okay. Alright. Okay. We failed to pull the Super on our 23rd pack. We failed to pull the Ultra on our 23rd pack. But we pulled the Ghost Rare. Right? Black Rose? Okay. Even if we have to play the same deck with Black Rose, like, it's a improvement. Blade Spreader! What is going on? Why? Why? Why can't Oh, I can't believe I pulled the Blade Spreader of the Black Garden. So we didn't pull it. I don't care. Shrug it off. No big deal. It's just, like that. I am completely and utterly cool, calm, and collected. You don't see me crying or throwing a fit like a big baby. And oh, how soft, tender, baby, ignorant, pre-progression Saturday Gavin was not ready whatsoever for the beating that he was going to be getting that day. We all watched the video. We saw what happened. Let me try to explain now why I did the things that I did. Here are the cards that I thought mattered pre-week. Gozen Match. Black Rose Dragon. Here are the cards that I now know mattered after getting our bulb handed to us. Or maybe they're handing their bulb to us. I don't really know where this metaphor is going. Cactus Fighter. Gigantic Cephalotus. And it grows! Get it? It's a plant that grows. And if there's anything that GX taught us about Millennium Scorpion, it's that Millennium Scorpion was a card that grew and could be banned. Botanical Girl. It searches you the Cephalotus. And it searches you the Cactus Fighter. This card is not good, and people played it, and I was mad about it. This card I thought was good, and then realized I have nothing good to give them. This card would have been crazy had we been able to make the right decision. I have 2 of this. This is the card that Gozen Match should have been in my deck, no matter what. This was not the right call this week. We are not enough of a Chad to play this card. People played this too, I don't get it. This is just an excellent card in any deck that I failed to put in my deck. Other things that we are salty about include pulling only 1 Boomboxin, pulling 1 Selphon, and 0 copies of Radion. Common, by the way. While pulling 2 copies of Morphtronic Accelerator, which is the reason to play the deck. And I don't have any of it, because the rest of the cards don't do anything. Hold up, this causes dupe lock. So you've already seen this. This is the sorry pile of cards that I decided to play this week. As you may have noticed, it's just my deck from the first week. But instead of the Yenis combo, it is playing 3 Gozen Match and 3 Psychic Jumper. Now the idea behind this was that we were just going to ride our creature swapper to victory. Unfortunately, like I said, there was really not much to give them. Problem with that is that I'm only playing 1 Mindmaster because Gozen Match makes it so you really can't make that combo happen, which is a super nombo for us. We were putting all of our eggs in the basket that Gozen Match was going to trip up our opponents way more than it actually did in practice. And for that we are very sad. Another problem that we ran into was that our deck has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 out of the 21 monsters total, 19 summonable monsters. 11 out of the 19 summonable monsters are tuners, and we frequently got into a position where we were like, wow, we really want to clear the board with our Stardust, but all we got are tuners. I'm so angry about this. Oh, it just looks like I'm lying to you because it's not sitting here in the sideboard, but I promise you, I had these 3 Fragrance Storms. I was like, I want to play a deck playing 0 plant monsters with Fragrance Storm just so I can whip on my opponent. Target 1 plant monster on the field, so you target their plant monster, destroy it, draw a card. Oh my god, it's insane. And I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm bad at ecology. So first, we'll go ahead and cover us getting whipped on again. This game is going to particularly show off just how much we were sleeping on Cactus Fighter this week. Okay, so here we go. Cactus Fighter and the World Tree is itself a 2-card value synergy. If your opponent does anything defensive, you bust through their defenses with this big, meaty freaking cactus fist. Give them a token, as we're gonna see with my Mecha Bunny. I mean, even if it was like a botanical girl. I mean, oh my god, it would be even crazier if it was a botanical girl. So you push through their defense with a Cactus Fighter. You summon a token to their side of the field. You then beat up that token with another monster, and then put a counter on the World Tree. Now, if my bunny there had been something like a botanical girl, now you put a second counter on the World Tree, and then you pop something on my side of the field. Which, as we saw in the games, as soon as you're in the position where you can pop something on their side of the field with the tree, that's just game over. Here, they go through the rest of my bunnies, they clear the board with the World Tree. Which is a play that we could have made. This was a deck that we could have built. These were cards that we could have summoned and used together. Danny's just better at ecology than I am. You are either a master of ecology or you tested during the week, which allowed you to go through a trial and error process where you eventually came upon all of the awesome stuff in the format because you tested. Here's a little progression playoff backroom banter. It turns out that whoever loses during most weeks is most often the 2 people or 3 people who did the least amount of testing leading up to the event, and then everyone who didn't get a chance to do enough testing just whines incessantly about the amount of testing that everyone else does, because it feels like, oh, they figured out all the stuff in the format because they tested, and none of us could, and we're all playing bad decks because we didn't test. And anyway, that was me this week. I would tell you, normally, who is on the frequent end of this incessant whining, but I will not, because I made an oath this week to not say anything bad about Joseph as the only other person to not play plants. So, solidarity, brother. We will overcome how bad we are at ecology. Alrighty, now it's time to take a look at the boogeyman of the format. Or should we say, the Cactus Man. Only true masters of ecology could have the glucose to unravel the vines of this photosynergy. Just like we learned in biology class, the Cactus Fighter is the powerhouse of the Black Garden. Here we are, 2 cards down, way behind on board. A Black Garden on the field that our opponents are now benefiting from because their dudes are not cut in half. And at a disparity of about 5,000 life points. A losing scenario if you ask me. However, as we saw in those games, and as we are seeing right now, we are just 1 Cactus Fighter away from being back in this game. The combo, or the synergy that we have now between Cactus Fighter, the World Tree, and Black Garden take this to an entirely different level. So you summon the Cactus Fighter. Your opponent gets that Black Garden token. Cactus Fighter is chopped down from 1900 to 950. That is still 150 more than the Garden token has, allowing us to get over. You beat up that Garden token. Cactus Fighter effect triggers. You summon the Cactus token to their side of the field. Its 500 attack gets cut in half to 250. Summoning the token triggers Black Garden. You summon your 800 attack Garden token. The Garden token then beats up the Cactus Fighter token, netting you in total 2 counters on the World Tree. Now, we already had 2 counters on the World Tree previously from our stuff getting beat up. This puts 4 on. Main 2, we take all 4 off to pay 2 each to pop 2 on their side of the field. And now, before the draw, we are 1 card ahead, way ahead on board. Everything is a bad position now for the opponent. Anything that they summon is going to be chopped in half. They're not going to have the attack to push, even though we only have 27 life points left, they're not going to be able to amount enough damage to push through and kill us. Anything that they summon is going to keep supplying us with advantage in the form of garden tokens that are plants that are probably going to die, that are going to allow us to keep putting stuff on the World Tree. It's one of the most insane value engines that I have ever seen or could possibly conceive of in a limited setting. It was just beautiful to see. Not to mention that anything that we summon from here on out, which we don't even need to take advantage of the whole setting cards to flip them face up, to get around Black Garden, to make them bigger. We don't even need to do that. We can just summon cards straight up, give tokens to our opponents, and keep cycling through this insane Cactus Fighter combo where we put 2 counters on the World Tree at a time. It's a shame I'm not good enough at Ecology to have pulled it off. So here's what I should have played, right? Like Botanical Girls to search the Cactus and the Cephalotus. Even without the crazy Cactus combo, being able to search a 1900 beater is pretty crazy. The Botanical Girls, we still play the Dark Resonator because Dark Resonator has a lot of synergy with Black Garden, and then probably the right ratio to play this is like, you shouldn't play a dedicated Psychic Jumper strategy. Like, don't put all of your eggs in that basket. Don't make that your entire thing. You just play a small package of like 2 or 3 Mind Master and then 1 Psychic Jumper so that he's like toolbox. The Fragrance Storm's Miracle Fertilizer to the World Tree, because similar thought process to Fragrance Storm, even though we're playing a small 7 plant package, we would have had the correct call on the format that the majority of people are playing plants. Alright, let's see what we can learn from everyone else's deck since they were so much better than us this week. So here's Leah's list. I mostly like this, but it leaves me with some questions. 1 Cephalotus. This card is common. In what dimension are you playing 1 Cephalotus and 3 Shock Trooper? Shocker? I don't even know this card's name because it's bad. Okay, here's question number 2. 1 Book of Eclipse. 2, is that card Switcher? 2 Fragrance Storm. This card is awesome. Psy Station. She only had 1 the World Tree, but she's very good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And she drew it. Here's Danny's list. Here it is. Danny, master of ecology himself, Lord and Savior, destroyer of industrialism. Okay, here's the deck. Playing the Big Peace Golem, love the Botanical Girls. Like myself, unlucky with that 1 Cactus Fighter. 3 Cephalotus. Okay, there's an individual that knows how to do ecology. 3 Horsey Tail. They explained this card to me, but I don't know. I'm not completely sold on Horsey Tail. Creebons, Nettles. I still don't like it, but you know, I really have to take it easy with the amount of criticism that I'm giving to this deck because Danny did win the week. Prove that he's much better at ecology than I am. People still sleeping on Book of Eclipse. Ooh, 3 Fragrant Storm. Now that's what I'm talking about. That Fragrant Storm really gets me going. Well done on pulling 2 the World Tree. 3 Pollinosis. This dude pulled 3 of that Battle Trap. Danny is so good at ecology. He pulled 3 Black Rose Dragon. When I pulled that Black Rose Dragon in my pull, I seriously considered these were real thoughts that I had with my brain whole. Maybe I won't even put Black Rose Dragon in my list that week, and that way the rest of the field won't see that I'm playing Black Rose Dragon, and having not pulled Black Rose Dragon themselves, will look over it when banning, because it's not there. Well, joke's on me. Danny pulls 3 Black Rose Dragon, and other cards were so broken in this set that it didn't even get banned this week. What else could I say of a master of ecology? Brent's deck is probably the one that I respect the most out of everyone this week, because he is on us levels of nonsense. Solidarity, bro. Wait a minute. Black Garden? 2 Plague Spreader Zombie? Okay. All bets are off. No more solidarity with Joseph. You never deserved my solidarity. I got your Plague Spreader Zombies right here, man. Come and get 'em. I was actually going to do this bit with one of my Black Gardens too, but I looked through all of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I brought over here and I don't have it. Which makes me very sad, because that means that I don't have it with me. So, funny story actually about this Plague Spreader Zombie right here. As you can see, it's got a little crease through it. If I bring it closer and do that, you can see that it's kind of got a bend crease through it right here. You can see a little better on this side if I see that. See that bend crease? So this is one of my prized possessions, because when I was 14 years old, and it was probably a year or 2 after the prime of Plague Spreader Zombie, I bought this, and I think it had already been hit to 1. I bought this card for $15 from a senior in high school who was also the boyfriend of the girl of my dreams, who's my wife now. And so this Plague Spreader has just there's just so much history here, and I love it in a dark, twisted, nostalgic way. It's not only do I got your girl, I got your Plague Spreader Zombie. Anyway, you two. Oh God, don't look at this. Here, go face down. Be face down. Because this is what I'm going to do to Joseph. Think you can pull my Black Garden, do ya? Pull my Plague Spreader Zombies, do ya? Taking a look at the banned list now, yeah, these were things that we all expected, and we can't even say that these are bad bans this week. In conclusion, we're bad at Yu-Gi-Oh!, we're bad at Ecology, but there might be hope for us yet. I hear there's some Borbs in the next format, and maybe if we build a Borb deck using the power of everyone's favorite dark feathered friends, we can peck our opponents to death? Yeah. Maybe that'll get us back into the Ecofascist Party of America and achieve the next bad end. See you later, everybody.